All right, everybody. This is going to be a sort of a heavy topic. Um, New York just loosened up its regulations on abortions. Basically, the one time New York loosens up regulations, it involves abortion. Something crazy. You know what I mean? It's not anything that would make sense. Like, hey, yeah, loosen up our gun laws. Hey, yeah, let's not tax our people into the ground. Hey, let's give you a little bit more freedom. No, it's women's. It's called women's health. It's reproductive health. I take issue with the new this idea that it's women's health. Um, there are definitely times when a baby is not going to make it. There's a miscarriage. The development stops. There are definite times when the mother's life is threatened, and the baby needs to either be terminated or uh, removed from the mother. I understand that. I'm perfectly aware of that. I know that most abortions take place within the first trimester. I understand that, according to most statistics. However, middle, late, second trimester, and all third trimester abortions that are not associated with the baby's, some kind of malformation with the baby, some kind of life-threatening situation, when it's just a perfectly healthy baby developing and there's termination, that's just baby killing. That's just baby killing. I've had conversations with people who are pro-choice who say you should not be able to carry a gun to protect yourself because it's a murder weapon. But in the same breath, they say women should have the right to choose to have an abortion whenever they want. And I go, okay, well, let me tell you, there are times when that is just straight up baby murder. It's, that there is just straight up baby killing that happens. When a healthy unborn child, a healthy fetus is just developing and is terminated because it's not the right time for me in my life. I don't have, the money to raise a child. I don't want to have to go through the hassle of this. I have to get rid of this. That's unacceptable. That's baby murder. That's just all it is baby killing. And New York just allows it to happen now. You don't even need to have a medical license to do an abortion, to commit an abortion. You can literally go up to a pregnant woman if she allows you to and just kick her in the stomach. So, like I said, I understand there are times where an abortion is needed. Or there's a miscarriage and you have to get the baby out. I'm not some Christian pro-lifer who's, pro-life or bust. There are definite gray areas, but almost all third trimester abortions are unacceptable. Most late second trimester and mid trimester abortions are unacceptable. And that's really, I think, what the pro-life people are fighting over. It's not just, we don't kill the baby no matter what, even if your life's endangered. There's obvious situations where it is, unfortunate, but it has to happen. But, I've seen enough evidence to tell me that there are just a lot of times where it's just baby killing. That's all it is. I don't think people should celebrate this. It's not something to celebrate. It's something to go, wow, we should take a step back and look at ourselves as a society. It's a really sort of a sad situation where that has to, the mindset of people is, reproductive freedom trumps, trumps the life of a child. There's always adoption. There's always, especially in these like a city like New York, I can't believe that there aren't, heavy social services that provide, adoption. It just blows my mind that's, it's too much of a hassle. I don't want to have to put the baby up for adoption. I can't face having this child. It's like, well, don't get yourself in those situations. I'm sorry. You had birth control. You had Plan B. You had your morning after pill. You had condoms. Why does it have to get to the point where you, especially with some of these more physical abortion methods where they do the extraction, it's sort of heinous. It's not something I want to ever see. It's not a good day. It's just not anything to celebrate. I don't know why people celebrate. Oh, it's another step to women's liberation. It's another step towards true freedom. The freedom to kill babies is not women's health. Health and women's health and women's life are two different things. If your life is threatened, it's understandable. But if it's just, I can just claim it's my health. It's bad for my health. No, that's just a weird excuse. I'm not at all in favor of what's going on. I don't think late-term abortions should be legal. I don't think, it's not, I'm a very, very pro-freedom guy. But I understand what life and death are, and doing this is just not the right way to go about it. This isn't something that's some kind of great victory. It's how many millions of abortions take place in this country, and how many of those are late term, full development, there's no health issues with this baby abortions. That's that's my concern. I'm not concerned with the ones where, there's a medical issue, there's a true medical issue, and the baby can't survive. It needs to be pulled out of the mother. There's nothing we can do to save this baby. It needs to, we got to induce her. We have to exhume the child somehow, the fetus or whatever you want to call it. But no, the late term full development stuff, it's where you have to break the kid up and suction it out or scoop it out or whatever. It's a nightmare. The people who commit those kinds of abortions where there's no health issues with the child, it was just the mother said, the mother decided it's not the right time to have a child. Those doctors who commit those abortions are essentially Dr. Mengele. Not a good day. It's just, it's like, why are people celebrating this? They're celebrating abortions. What a great thing. Wow, guys. I'm going to get going. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm just so upset. A lot of these pro-choice people conflate people like me who are upset at abortions. They conflate me, being morally and, just appalled at this practice. They conflate that with me not wanting a woman to be able to choose her life path, and that's not it. Choosing your life path should start before you engage in sexual activity. You shouldn't be fooling around so much to the point where you get to the point where I'm already pregnant and I'm very pregnant and now I don't want this baby, or it's just, I have family who had to terminate a pregnancy because the child didn't develop fully and it wouldn't survive. And I understand. I understand there are times where you need to terminate pregnancy, or the pregnancy didn't work out, that there's a miscarriage. I understand all of those positions. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the fully formed or perfectly healthy developing fetus. Destroying that life is beyond the pale. It's where I go, nope. I'm not stepping back from this. This is unacceptable. Abortion should not be illegal, but there are definitely times where there needs to be no ability for something to happen, and baby killing is one of those times. It's just you don't kill perfectly forming unborn children. It's not a thing that that should be even discussed. So I'm gonna quit rambling. I'm sorry. It bothers me. These. Yeah. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm sorry I talked your ear off, and have a good day.